our challenge. We're in the middle of week 3. And I just kind of wanted to, instead of just continuing to say, do better, be intentional, like get your check marks in, all of that, I wanted to remind you guys too that this is also an individual challenge. So the top 10 people are gonna be recognized, and you guys are also gonna get prizes as individuals. Doesn't matter what team you're on. And then the team winner obviously is what you guys are doing to help your coaches out. So if your team's towards the bottom, don't get discouraged. And if your team's towards the top, I wouldn't get too cocky because we've got another 4 weeks. So consistency is the name of the game. You guys have to bring the same intensity and consistency the rest of the month as you did the first 2 weeks. So generally in challenges and generally in anything like where you're changing your nutrition or whatever, after 3 weeks is when people really start to get burnt out and they kind of start falling off track, or they're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter if I don't check that box today. So stay consistent, I promise you. But all that aside, this is to improve yourself, okay? So this is to grow. Like, the challenge part is just the fun part of it that makes you a little bit more competitive, makes you a little bit more accountable, have a little support and team morale. But this is ultimately to grow as an individual, and to gain something from that, to develop healthy habits each day. So I think it's really important when we know why we're doing something, just like we do in our training, how Chris always tries to make sure you guys understand why we're doing something. I think that this may be the same way. And I think that some people might not be taking each little check mark box very seriously because they think, oh, it's only like one day, one check box. But I want you guys to understand why we set these goals. And I think if we understand why and how much this will actually help with your either weight loss goal or body composition goal or whatever that is, it might help you guys stay on track. So first one, H2O. I didn't do a gallon challenge because not everybody can handle a gallon. So like me personally, it actually hurts my bladder when I drink that much water. So half your body weight in ounces is something that we really should be doing. It has so many benefits: our hair, our skin, how we detoxify certain things out of our body, even like hormones, just so many things that there's so many benefits to drinking that water. Not only that, it will help keep you full, and it helps keep your tummy full if you are dieting. So hydration is really important. Don't take that lightly, and really try to be mindful of how to hit that goal and how to accomplish it. Everybody has little different things that work. I'm sure you could talk amongst your team and get some ideas if you're struggling there. Activity. Remember, this is just 30 minutes of activity a day. This doesn't mean you have to come into the gym. Of course, we would love for you guys to come into the gym and get that activity done, but especially like on the weekends, it could literally just be a walk. So this is just to keep your bodies moving, to keep that activity going every single day. It could be yoga, it could be spin, it could be a hike, it could be a walk, it could be a workout at Bear Down, it could be anything. So I want to skip over food and pair that with the 10,000 steps. So the steps, I know it is more difficult for people that have an office job. I totally know that. But I also totally know many people that do have office jobs that can still hit that 10,000 steps. So even if you're not hitting 10,000, but you're trying and you're walking more than you normally did, still consider that a win, even if you can't check the box, okay? And try to increase over time. But honestly, if you do a 30-minute walk, not only is that going to check mark your activity for the day, but it's also going to help you reach that 10,000 steps. So most office people that sit around all day average anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 steps a day. If you can do that 30-minute walk before work, after work, on your lunch break, that's going to give you close to 5,000 steps. So if you walk at like a good pace, really, if you're intentional about it, it's not as hard as you think. It might be hard in the beginning, but once you kind of figure out a way to hit it, it should be something that you can consistently hit pretty easily. I know the weekends are a little bit harder for some too. Food. remember, this is any goal that you guys made for yourself for food. So whether that to be just not eating out, whether that be logging macros, tracking protein, just staying away from sugar, whatever your food goal is, you get to check mark that. That doesn't mean that you have perfect nutrition every single day. It just means that you're doing better than you did yesterday and better than you did a week ago. So continue to strive to meet that goal. As far as the personal goal, I had a lot of people ask me, that's something that you can change every single week if you guys want to. And it should be something different than what's already in there. So like a lot of people put water as their goal. I want you guys to come up with something different. I saw a lot of really clever ones that I loved, like washing my face before bed every night, or reading a book, or there was a couple that were just like really, really unique. I saw some that parents challenge themselves. I don't want to raise my voice at my kids, or I want to spend 20 minutes sitting down and being really intentional with my kids, maybe reading them a story, or just slowing down, putting the screen away and spending that quality time, which I know for working parents, that's really difficult. So, think outside the box on those personal goals. This is something to help you kind of grow. You don't have to write it down if you don't feel comfortable. And then the physical challenge. Okay, the physical challenge is the one that Chris posts every Sunday night. So like last week it was the row. This week it's the burpee. There is really no reason why you guys can't get that done and get that posted. Like really, there's no reason. You're at the gym at least once a week. Just get it done early, knock it out. Don't wait till the last day to do it, because something might get in the way and then you don't get those points. A lot of teams or people that are struggling and getting lower scores on their card, it's because they didn't do that physical challenge or they didn't post it on social media. So get that done, okay? So if you guys haven't done the burpee challenge yet, it's not that bad, I promise, okay? Do, 5, like partner, go 5, and then that I go 5, you go 5, I go 5, you go 5, and keep a running count all the way till you hit 100. It's not taking people very long. It's not as hard as it sounds. You're only doing 50 burpees each, and they're broken up. So get it done, get it posted. Your team will thank you. Your individual score will thank you. And it's a good challenge. Nobody wants to do burpees, right? Nobody's like, "Ooh, I'm so excited. I get to go do 50 burpees." Nobody thinks like that. So it's a challenge for everybody. And then the alcohol. So I wanted to reiterate this, okay? Like, I'm so proud of the people that normally have more than 5 and are really sticking to it, because I know how difficult that is and can be. And I'm so proud of you. So give yourself a round of applause, give yourself a pat on the back, because I know that that's not easy. And for those of you that maybe you can't say, yeah, I had less than 5, but you are being more mindful all week and you are drinking less, really that's a win in itself. So remember, the challenge is about more than just points. It's about growth as an individual. And I want you guys to understand that the reason we do all these things is because they're going to help you get to your goal. I have seen people drop weight, drop belly fat, just by cutting out alcohol or lowering their alcohol. I have seen people perform better in the gym because they're not dehydrated, they're not hungover. I have seen, ultimately, you're lowering your calories, right? And alcohol is poison to our body. It just is. Like, yeah, we all love it, but we know it's not good for us. So it's going to benefit you in many areas. Same with the steps, the walking. If you are intentionally adding in walking, I have seen this do amazing things for people's bodies. Okay. So I have seen women literally drop weight by only increasing their steps. So remember that the more we move, the more we can increase that caloric deficit without eating less. So it's, low impact on the body. It's something almost anybody can do. And it's going to help increase that without having to eat less. And you're going to still be able to lose weight. It's also just really good for muscle endurance. Chris made a big old post about it. But if you're worried about weight loss, which a lot of people are right now, it is just one of the best things that you can implement. So we're not doing this to be mean, to make you guys hit 10,000 steps. The purpose of every single thing in here is to help you reach your goals. Because if you're consistent with all of these things, you're going to see changes in your body. You're going to see changes in your attitude. You're going to see changes in your performance. That is why we picked these things, okay? So I just wanted to encourage everybody. I had a couple people saying like, I'm just so frustrated because they're losing. I'm going to do a leaderboard at the 3-week mark for individuals, but I also want you to remember there's more to it than just winning for your team. Okay. So this is about so much more than that. So give it your best. This is for you and your goals, what you want to accomplish. If you are not checking majority of those boxes off on the top, you're really not giving yourself your best, okay? I'm not on people because I want them to get points for their team. I'm on people because you signed up for a challenge for a reason. You signed up for this because you wanted to make a change. So make the change. You wanted to see weight loss, fat loss, belly fat loss, better performance, whatever it is. You guys wanted to see those changes. These things are the tools that are going to get you there. So you signed up for a reason for yourself. So show up for yourself every single day. 6 weeks goes by fast. I promise once you implement these things on a regular basis, they're going to be just like second nature to you and you'll just do them regardless. So just wanted to encourage you. Have a good rest of the week. Reach out if you guys need help with anything or any other tools that maybe I didn't mention. And I hope to see some smiling faces and some encouragement towards the end of the week and not feeling discouraged. I feel like so many people are discouraged right now. So don't feel that way. We're good, okay? I promise. Week 3, almost halfway through, and have a good weekend. Stay strong this weekend.